I was there the night the Newsboys got signed. Oh my gosh. Seems like yesterday. It was 1991 at the Gospel Music Awards in Nashville, Tennessee. And of course, the night before, they had the New Artist Showcase where new artists were pitching themselves. They were performing for record company executives. And oh man, a big ballroom. And of course, the stage and lights and sound and tables for some really nice food. I was like two tables away from the stage. Just a dream come true. And before it started, there's all the Christian artists of the day walking around like Brian Duncan and Leon Patillo and Bob Carlisle of Allies, if you remember the Allies. And there was this new band that's going to perform for the record company executives, and they were called the Newsboys. Very interesting name, but some really happy guys from Australia. Just precious, you could tell. And they jump up there to perform. And of course, at that time, the Newsboys was led by singer John James. Peter was drumming that night, and he didn't have a shaved head like you're used to. He had hair almost down to his waist. And these guys were young and just on fire for Jesus. What an incredible time. They start performing. The crowd immediately loves them. The lead guitarist of the Newsboys in 1991 jumps on the table of a record company executive right on his plate in the middle of his food, and he's wailing his guitar. What? No, no, no. It was unbelievable. They just brought the house down. He runs back to his place on the stage and they finish up. I went to the restroom. Right when I walk in the door, another guy comes in the door behind me. He's a record company executive, and he says, "Guess what? We just signed the Newsboys." I came across a video this morning on CBN.com talking about a testimony of John James. He grew up in a dysfunctional home. There was a lot of abuse in his home. But when he was about 15 years old, his father came to Jesus and won the rest of the family to the Lord, and even his ex-family as well. But the scars were still there. And John, when he experienced a lot of money and houses and cars and success and fame, well, he kind of went the wrong way. He took some wrong turns, with women and addictions and such. And he had to be asked to leave the Newsboys. You know what? When you encounter success or fame or money, it tends to bring out who you are. If you're a generous person, you'll be more generous. If you're stingy, you'll be more stingy. If you're a jerk, you'll be more of a jerk. If you're lacking in integrity, that's going to come out too. That's why it's always important to keep your true north, to keep your eyes on Jesus, so that when success comes, you can fly on the straight and narrow. You can bless as many people as you can. John is back in action with his new beautiful wife. They actually have a ministry to public schools, and they are missionaries to America. God bless John James. God bless you. Make the most